thanks to medicine, right? Without the medicine, I would be still paralyzed. But what I want to demonstrate is that, it's a combination of medicine that helps me going, and also my mind. I want to keep having the freedom to do what I want to do and what I want to accomplish. Even though my body doesn't always cooperate, I want to keep moving so that I can still do things. My mind still keeps going. And then it says, you need to do this and you need to do that, and I want to do this and I want to do that. But I can't, right? I'm paralyzed. Right? Smile. Everybody try to smile. Okay. As for, you have to have a strategy in your life. Okay? You have to make it simple. The next thing is M, for manage. You need to manage, even if you make a plan, a strategy, you need to make a management plan. The next letter is an I, right? So you need to keep it interesting. L, live, love. You need to love in your life. Everybody, it's very important. L for love. And then E for educate. And also educate yourself, but also the people around you, like I'm here today. Because I want to educate you what's like to have Parkinson's disease. And even though I've had it 16 years, and it's a progressive disease, it gets worse over time, I still want to keep going. Because I'm on a mission to educate people about this disease. And so we can make more connections in the world. Somebody like you here at the table could be having an answer for a problem that somebody else is working on the other side of the world. Something that you think, oh, so everybody should know. This is simple. Might be simple to you. You can put this one on the side. So I want to now move. Okay? So I'm doing a little funky move. But you saw I got a wheelchair in here because I was so determined still to come and talk to you. My independent thinking, I still wanted to make it here, no matter if you wheel me in, and I was in a bad shape, bad condition. I still wanted you to see what it's like, what it's truly like, right? You saw I was a different person, right, before. When I was wheeled in here, you guys were like, oh, that looks pretty dramatic. That's dramatic. Parkinson's disease sucks. Now, again, sucks is a bad connotation, right? It's bad. But sucks stands for something that I came up with the other day. So Parkinson's, S, social, universal, community, knowledge, sharing. I want to share the knowledge with the community in a universal way so that we can find solutions for curing the disease, but also helping people to cope with the disease while they're dealing with it. Like I'm dealing with it every day, but it's worse for the people around me. My wife has to wake up from her sleep to turn me over in bed and pull and make me move because I'm in agony and pain. So I cannot stress that even if I am the one that has the disease, the people that suffer most are actually people around. But if you don't change anything in your life, nothing will change in that vicious circle. You have to break out of that vicious circle. You have to open your eyes and look beyond the periphery that you're used to. When I met Inka, I felt true love at the first instance when I saw her, I fell in love. And it took me several years to capture her heart, but I think I was successful, and I'm very proud of that. And when you're growing, you sometimes get these pains in your legs. It's called growing pains. They're insane, like Charlie horses they call them, and that really hurt bad. I get them all over my body, and if nobody's there to stimulate or move me, it's like insane pain. Yeah. But if you throw something at me, like the ball, you can throw it back. Yeah. I will have a reflex through my brain to still catch the ball. Take me out of the circle temporarily, and then I can move and adjust and then it starts all over again. Because what I found is the best way to get satisfaction, to truly get a good feeling in your heart, is when you help other people. The smile, right? The management is the team that you have to build around you. Everybody, and that's a combination with love. You need people that love you, that be part of your team. Because without, you can try to do a lot of things by yourself, but it's way more effective if you have a team. Because you cannot be good at everything yourself, right? So I have people around me that love me and that help me, and I want to give back to them as much as possible too. So it's a two-way street, and it's like a team. It's like you're going to the Olympics, and you have to play at your highest level. The people around me, they always have to be like on focus. They cannot drop the ball because I will be suffering even more. If before and after Parkinson's, clearly, this is like a very difficult question, right? I have to sit down for that. Like before I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, I thought I was invincible. So I was just going about my life. I was in this circle where I didn't really make a difference in other people's lives. And so I think in that sense, it's better now after I was diagnosed. But yes, I would like to be eventually cured, so I don't have to suffer as much. I think my energy comes from positive thinking, right? And like, I think if there is limiting beliefs or rules that are put in your mind that you cannot do this or you cannot do that, like challenge it. I always ask why. Why should I not be able to do this, or why cannot I do that? So in that sense, you should always try to push your boundaries, not to provoke other people, but just to explore what other opportunities there are to improve your and other people's lives. So you have to realize, you've seen me now in paralyzation mode and like somewhat semi-normal mode. I'm by no means normal, right? But nobody's normal. But then when the medicine is too much, if I have too much medicine, I start moving a lot. And you won't see it today, I hope, but that's where I get wiggly. I call it wiggly. So I move around a lot and have all these involuntary movements. This is a side effect from the medicine. But yeah, one thing you need to know, I still try to go bicycling every morning because I was born in Holland and everybody rides a bicycle, right? So when I wake up, I usually, as soon as I have my first doses of medicine, I go right around the neighborhood on my bicycle, a Dutch bicycle, with all my feet. And the other thing I really love doing is sailing. So I go sailing as much as I can. It is for me a way to switch off my mind and concentrate on something else. It's with friends and it's a different atmosphere to take me away from regular things. The other thing I enjoy doing is DJing, like making music and like spinning records. That's also another way for me to relax my brain and do something that I enjoy. One of you here comes up with some brilliant new way of doing stuff, and I'm gonna be like amazed if you can just send me an email and say, hey, you remember that day that you came talk to us? This is what I have done so far. I would love that. So 2 things I wanted to tell you if I still have some minutes, okay? So the first thing is, when I first came to college, I was actually studying to be a pilot. Actually, I got all my pilot's degrees, pilot's licenses. So I was going to be a professional pilot. Thank God I didn't continue that because I wouldn't be able to fly, right? So it's funny how I vividly remember when I was about 7 years old and I was walking to school and my parents had this crazy idea, right? That I should learn English. Yeah? I was Dutch kid, growing up, I was born in Amsterdam, then I grew up in the countryside, and I walked to school in our little neighborhood, and my parents said, well, we think you should learn English, and you need to wake up extra early and go before school starts and learn English. And I remember, I was walking to school, I was like tired, I was like grumpy. I was like, why should I learn English? You know, I'm never going to leave my country, and I'm just going to stay here. And if anybody comes to my country, they should just speak Dutch. Why should I learn English? Okay? And here I am in California, like 41 years later, sitting here talking to international delegation from Korea at the UCI. It's unbelievable. That's what inspires me and motivates me, where energy comes from. I get excited about that anything is possible. Alright?